What's up, family? Conscious Thought 101. Please like, share, and subscribe. These gray hairs kicking in. I go back to where they came from. Time for a haircut. But this story from this lady that adopted 3 girls, tortured the 7-year-old repeatedly, denied her medical care, and rest in peace, the little girl, 7 years old, she died in 2018, and the lady just got sentenced about a week ago, got life in prison. She's right now, I think she's 56. Her name is Gina Emmanuel, and I'm gonna put her picture up for the template. She looks like she's not from around here. But no remorse at all. The little girl had burns and scars head to toe. She even made her drink bleach and made her eat feces. Her oldest sister, just turned 18, was there to testify, to give a victim statement at her sentencing. And this lady literally had no remorse, but she looks like she's not from around here, especially with the last name Emmanuel. And that brings me to the phrase, this the catchphrase for probably the last 5 years. Oh, hurt people, as if it's a brush of forgiveness and acceptance for people doing harmful things to other people. Like, like they've been hurt, so they're going to hurt people because they've been hurt. And this lady, this adoptive mother, Gina Emmanuel, was a nurse. And when she got arrested for the death of the child, she still had a nursing license. So if you were a nurse at 50 years old, you were disciplined to go through the training and all the classes that allowed you to practice that trade in medicine. So that hurt people philosophy, people really need to stop going that route, because this right here is a manifestation of hate and evil itself. It is not hurt people, and we need more therapy. This lady was a literal monster. Tied them up, shackled them when she was gone, beat them, starved them. And the little baby that passed, her spirit already broken. She's starving, open wounds on her body, and she has a cold. And the doctor said developed into pneumonia. The older sister told this monster, right in hell, you finna do life in prison. What I didn't like was the victim's grandfather told her first thing, he gave his impact statement, I forgive you. I thought about them church people up in Dillon Roof arraignment yelling, we forgive you. But then the grandfather say, I wish I could put my hands on you and choke you, whatever. This ultra forgiveness thing is going way too far. I ain't saying hold a grudge, but we need to understand the nature of the beast, the desires in that person. That's what we need to examine. You cannot, basically can't forgive the devil. According to the book, he's going to burn in hell, etc., etc., in Revelations and all through the Bible. How can a person like that be forgiven? And I applaud that 18-year-old lady for just telling her flat out. All the years of torture they grew up in with an adoptive mother, look like she's not from this country, told her, go to hell. Go straight there. Enjoy your life in hell. Enjoy the rest of your life in hell. I applaud her for that. And she's going to prom this year. So yes, demon, go to hell. No forgiveness for that. And we need to stop overlooking and making excuses for people like that. Everybody now, since this, it's like therapy is the new church. Everybody needs to go to therapy. And if you got to take, if they prescribe medication, you should take it. Everybody need to go to therapy. Therapy is the new church. No, we need to call a duck, a duck, a dog, a dog. Evil, evil. Stop making excuses for people. That's what black folks need to stop doing, because they're doing more evil stuff under the radar. The more excuses, the more passes, the more phrases we make up, the more this will happen. No remorse at all. Now, if this monster is operating like this on the kids she adopted, what was she doing as a nurse to who she wanted to do it to? But I bet you the hospital won't go back in those records. That's a lawsuit that they won't be able to pay. But let's just keep that in mind. Instead of saying hurt people, let's call this a manifestation of evil. That's what people are doing on a small scale up to a large scale. I'm surprised that she got away with it. And I'm wondering, did the grandfather ever visit? You didn't see unhappy children with scars on their head on down? You know, these are children. You know, can we check on our folks? These are children. All right. I mean, when we outgrown everything, we know people fall apart. We know that. People don't get along, blood or not. We know that. But the children, y'all don't know this lady. I mean, are we even looking at people's character and emotion, or a lack of emotion? With somebody that adopted children? Are we looking at that? I don't think so. Of course, you need to be tortured in jail. Somebody that had no remorse and admitted to the victim that she's a tough cookie, like the monster's telling the victim, I'm a tough cookie. And okay then, when you get down to the penitentiary and you already 56 years old, you get in that penitentiary, we gonna see how that play out. I mean, I ain't never been to the penitentiary, but some people that have been, of course, you know, they say you got a lot of stuff to do, time go by, but it's strict rules, you know, you got to follow in the culture of the penitentiary itself. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I have to say about that for right now. But the thing that's really bothering me is the cover that she operated under, and how it's so acceptable to allow people to do micro evil things and excuse it under therapy or hurt people. Black folks, we got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. Start calling it what it is. Conscious Thought 101. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.